So today I feel good. I kind of made myself realize that I am free. I don't have to obey any expectations from my mom, from from myself, or anything of such. And it's very relaxing. I kind of reminded myself that it takes me a while to it takes me a while to adapt whenever there's a big change in my decisions. And it takes me a while. It takes me a few days, actually. I go through a depression, and I think the depression is my way of processing. It's my way of processing the emotions, the change of thoughts, and things like that. You know, uh, so I had mentioned in the earlier video my addictions to watch videos on YouTube and listen to all these advices that are available online, and my mom's advices, and even my advices to myself. And the problem with that, it kind of suppresses my personality. It suppresses who I am and what I really want. All these authority figures, they kind of tell you, oh, you can be whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. You can achieve whatever you dream of. But I find it not absolutely true. In my experience, it is not true that I can achieve whatever I want. It is not true that I can. Uh, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit hurt. I have to find a better position. Okay. It is not true that I can achieve whatever I want. It is not true that anything I want can become true. I'm repeating myself, I think. In fact, in my experience, most things I want never come true. And I created this expectation on myself based on all these motivational speakers and my mom, which is kind of a motivational speaker at time, and myself. So I created these ideas, these expectations of myself that tend to demoralize me more than anything else. And I reminded myself that I do not have to find a developer job. I reminded myself of the reality of the market, of the professional market. Basically, you're marketable only if you're skilled at something. And it's perfectly okay if I don't have the skills that the market requires me, the market of software development or web development. I don't have to shame myself and tell myself that I'm not good or whatever just because I'm not marketable. I mean, I pardon me. I did 1 year of studies in web development and web and internet development. It's a college degree, and it went very fast. And I'm very disappointed in the quality of the teaching. And I don't want to go more into deep. I don't want to go deeper than that in this video. And I expect myself to perform as well as somebody who finished, like a university degree, and this is just not true. And it puts emotional stress on me, and I don't even have the courage to go and apply for jobs just because of that emotional stress that I feel. So part of it is also about the arrogance that I have inside of me. I have this deep sense of arrogance that really bothers me, and it's just part of who I am, but I don't really like it. I would like to change it. I really would. I have the feeling that I deserve more than I actually earn. So I would like to become a hard worker. I would like to start working hard for what I want and earn what I get. and not just be lucky. When I think about it, I have been lucky for a very long time, landing jobs that I didn't really earn. You know, I got them because I was lucky. I was intelligent. I was like I don't know. Maybe I have that thing called the it doesn't come to me. I don't know why the word inspector keeps coming to my mind. It's not inspector. It's a syndrome. The infiltrator? No, not infiltrator. The it doesn't matter. So it'll come maybe later. Doesn't matter what I have really. It's just I would like to work hard. I would like to become a harder a person who works harder than I actually do right now. And I realize that I'll try to get whatever job I can get with my skills, but I would really like to get a job in which I feel like I perform well. You know, I don't want to get a job in which I feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm there by mistake, or I'm there by chance. I would like to master my craft. You know, I don't care what it is. I realize that passions are kind of overrated. I am passionate about computers, so I think it's a good field for me to be in. I love research. I love discovering new things. So you know, I think computers in general is a good field for me. But um, I don't think it matters whether I go into development or IT or computer repair or a minimum wage job. You know, like it really doesn't matter. I think what matters most is that I'm good at what I'm doing, and I learn to love what I'm doing. It I don't have to go into something that I'm absolutely passionate about, and it doesn't matter how much money I make. You know, if I get a job in which I make more money, then fine. But if you know, I think what matters is that I do something that I want. And right now, I just want a job. You know, I really just want a job, not because I'm desperate. Although I was desperate a few days ago, and that's why I was depressed. But no, I don't feel desperate. I feel like I want a job because it would make my life better, and I wouldn't mind any kind of job right now. I just want something that fulfills me. And you know, if it's placing items on a shelf in a store, well, I think if I do it right, I will feel fulfilled. But I think I think I could do more, you know, for the society. I could do a harder job that other people cannot necessarily fulfill. Like I could be a technician, I could be a help desk agent that other people cannot be. So I think I would. It's not to get money. It's just I think I'm capable of doing things that a lot of people are not, and I think it would be better for society and for myself and financially speaking as well to fulfill those jobs. So I think right now I will rewrite my CV. I will rewrite it so it doesn't have a profile, you know, and I have a profile on my CV, on my resume that says what I want to become. And you know what? Fuck it. I don't want that. You know, my CV will be like just a list of jobs and list of degrees that I've got, and through the interview I will express myself, and I will give my CV to 1,000 jobs if I have to all kinds of jobs, and I'll eventually get something, and I'll try really hard to be good at it. And when I stop liking it, then I'll go on to something else. I'll decide what I want, and I'll move on. Yeah, but definitely my addiction to watching videos doesn't help. You know, it kind of changes my thinking pattern. You know, it influences the decisions that I make. It influences the way what I choose to do and whatnot. So there's lots of there's lots of good material. I'm not bashing on the material that's out there. I think there's lots to learn. There's lots of good tips and all that. But I think it's important to take a break once in a while and take decisions that are not influenced by these people. Yeah. They do want the best for you, and that's why they give advice, but ultimately nobody knows what's good for you. Nobody does. Nobody does what's good for me. Yeah. And it's really difficult, to fight all these programmed habits that are in my mind. Like for example, I was trying yesterday to just eat less. And I have this habit of not stop eating until I feel numb, until my belly is completely full. It's like about to explode, and it's very difficult to just stop when my hunger stops. I did it this morning. Well, this morning, a few hours ago during lunch, 2 hours ago, and it was very difficult to stop eating, but I did, and it feels really good. It feels really great to know to know the healthy boundaries and kind of stay within them. It's very difficult. I've come to think that I may also have a coffee addiction. I tend to drink a lot of coffee in the morning as soon as I wake up, and I think that doesn't help. I think as the day goes by, I kind of my mood goes down, and I'm starting to think that maybe it's just because the coffee's running out from my blood, and coffee alters the mood. It makes your mood better. So maybe I get into this bad mood where my willpower is really low, and I've been blaming it on being tired, but maybe it's just because I during the night I go through withdrawal of coffee. Now I know cutting Now I know that the ideal thing would be to just stop coffee altogether, but maybe for now, because I really don't feel like going through 4 days of withdrawal right now. I don't think coffee is such a big deal. I mean, I would like to eventually stop it, but not right now. I don't think right now is a good time. But what I'd like to try is to maybe drink a coffee later in the afternoon. Now, I know this will fuck up my sleeping pattern, and I don't mind. I don't mind. I want to risk it. It's okay. And and I want to see if that increases my mood in the afternoon, and if that keeps up with my willpower. Because I know every day at around like 5 p.m. I crash and I can't take any decisions. I can't do anything good for myself. And I start binging and I start watching porn and I start watching videos and Netflix and all the things that I tell myself in the morning to not do. So let's see how that goes. Let's see how I'll try it today. I'll actually drink a coffee in the afternoon, and I know it'll fuck up my sleep. I'll see how that goes. So that's it for today. So to summarize, take the advice that's out there with a grain of salt. Make your own decisions. Step back from watching motivational videos and from listening to people that are close to you. It's important to sometimes step back, make your own decisions, and set yourself free, and decide and feel what you want. Think, what is it that I really want, and go towards it. I mean, there's no shame in not being able to do the things that you thought you should be able to do. If you could become an engineer and you just can't make it for a reason X or Y, then it's fine. There's no reason to shame yourself for it. Like, for example, well, I'm getting out the resume the summary of my video right now. But for example, my parents, my mom, and other people have always told me, "Oh, you're smart enough. You have a lot of potential. You have a lot of potential to do a lot of things, like become a doctor or whatsoever." And I think this is kind of the root of why I have so much expectations on myself. But the reality is, you don't only need intelligence. You need work ethic. You need to work hard. You need You need dedication, you need commitment to a specific thing in life. If you're just intelligent, it's not enough. And I've been thinking, oh, I'm intelligent enough to become a doctor or to become whatever, so I should become that. Well, I don't should, first of all. If I really wanted to, I'd commit. But there's lots to it. It's not just intelligence. I mean, it's also environment. How much people kind of teach you how to do things. Like I'm sure people who make it to medicine or whatever high degree of performance, high level of achievement, um, place in society. I mean, they had some help. They had their parents. They had, or maybe they had like an very very high level of commitment, or some traumatic event that really motivated them, or I don't know. I'm sure they had something that pushed them, or maybe they just have really strong genetics. I mean, it's okay to be lazy. It's okay to not be able to perform as well as the elite. It's not a big deal. There's no reason to shame. There's 7 billion people on this planet, and I'm just normal. I'm just one of the other guys. Like to believe that I can make it on the elite. I mean, it's good. It's good. Good for you. If it works for you, it's fine. But for me, it just made me arrogant and really hard on myself when I fail. I think that's one of the problems that comes with intelligence. It's arrogance. It's believing that you're better than what I really am. I think I should stop now. I don't want to summarize. Peace out. Oh yeah, my arm. I fell off the bike. Haha. I fell off the bike and that really hurt. And I put an ice pack and I wrapped it with this tape. I don't think it's called tape, but yeah, it really hurts, especially when I open my arm. I don't know what's the proper medical term for that motion, but yeah, it really hurts. What happened is I was riding really really fast, and there was this mom and her baby crossing the street, and I wanted to kind of still pass because I didn't want to stop. So I went like far in front of her, and that made me take a really sharp turn, and I was pedaling as I was turning, and I think the pedal hit the ground while I was turning because I was, as I was turning, I was like leaning this side, so the pedal on that side hit the ground and like kind of flipped, and my elbow hit the ground. So that's it. That's what happened. So I'm gonna stop filming now.